It's the mathematics which can teach us the logic and tactics. Yes, without learning mathematics, you cannot become so much logical in your talking, in your acting. And it really helped me to give some analytical mind, which is very much effective in decision making in my profession. And with that logic, I can understand which is the good decision and which is the bad decisions. But initially, I was not at all good at mathematics. But later on, how mathematics can become very much favorite subject of me, you are going to learn. It is said always that failure is the pillar of the success. And particularly in case of mathematics being my favorite subject, this failure was an important factor in my life. Long back. It was in my school years when I was in a boarding school, in an expectation of my parents that I will become very much trained in a boarding school. But all went in vain because nobody was properly guiding me. In a total chaos in that situation, I managed to learn nothing. And what logic is required to learn mathematics? I just tried to learn by heart the mathematics steps. But you know very well, you cannot do mathematics by learn by heart. It is not like the other art subjects like philosophy, history, or geography. And it was a terrible result in the half yearly of the class 6 examination. I got 17. 1-7. I was ashamed, and one time I was crying like that. How can I show my face to my parents with this result? Anyway, somehow after getting results, I came in the summer vacation in our residence in the colliery of the coalfield area of the Raniganj coalfield. My father realized definitely something went wrong. And he determined that not to continue in that school, but at least I need to complete the year. I need to wait up to the annual examination. He appointed a high school teacher, Dilip Bandyopadhyay, Dilip Babu, we used to call. He was residing in my nearby village. He was a school in a secondary school, and though he was not the perfect mathematics teacher, he was the science teacher, but he tried. Despite his busy schedules, he just took this pain to teach mathematics. He tried his hard. If I count the days, he hardly got 17 days, and within these 17 days, I also tried my best to learn the tricks of the mathematics in the logical step-by-step process. And in learning in the step-by-step process, I got something familiar, how mathematics works, how the logic works. There was a lot of disappointed kind of things, time and distance, time and work, which I hated at that time. But ultimately I realized the logic, how it can be decided, the steps. And I improved the results in the annual examination. So when the results published in the annual examinations, I got 71. I could have successful in reversing the digits. Whereas 1-7, it becomes 71. And it was a satisfaction for me because at least I got something. But I was not fully satisfied. But that setback was really a turning point in my life. I got attracted towards the subject of the mathematics. And to fuel in that desire, I got one of my colleague of my father, Bhuiya Kaku, P.K. Bhuiya, Pradut Kumar Bhuiya. In class 7, he tried to teach me. He was a very strict disciplinarian. He used to engage the long time. At that time, we felt very bad because we are getting deprived of playing outside. But ultimately, it was quite fruitful for me. I really learned mathematics from him. And after that, after winter vacation, when school opened, my father managed to get me admitted in Siarshol Raj High School in Raniganj town nearby. There, fortunately, I get contact with some good, really brilliant students. And in association of those students, I was also getting motivated. One day, what happened? I reached in the class a bit late because bus was crowded, and because there was some accident in the bus in the road, bus delayed. When I entered into the class has already 20 minutes passed. In a hastily, I just noted down what was the questions written in the blackboard. But despite entering in the class in a very late, I managed to complete all those sums, all those problems of the mathematics at the earliest. And when the class teacher, Alok Haldar sir, Alok sir, checked my papers, there was a smile in his lip, what I observed, and he inspired me. He inspired me in presence of the entire class. That perfectly right. Then he asked about my position, so where I am coming. And I was a very simple student. I used to come with most ordinary clothes. He thought that I need some help, financial help. And he recommended my name to headmaster to give some financial help. And that impression really motivated me further. From then, my journey began. And henceforth, up to class 12, whatever classes I read, I was the topper, particularly in the subject of the mathematics. I liked that subject, mathematics. Thanks to Dilip sir, thanks to Bhuiya Kaku, Pradyut Kumar Bhuiya sir, and also Alok sir, Mr. Alok Haldar. I express the gratitude for making me logical in a step by step process in the subject of mathematics. And from then, the subject of mathematics never detached me. I'm always attracted to the mathematics, and that was the reason I took mechanical engineering also, because engineering is a science, and in the science also there are a lot of problems. There are a lot of mathematics numericals, but I like that. Because while solving the numericals, the concept becomes clear. Whether I get the high score or not, it doesn't matter. But it gave me immense satisfactions when my concept is getting clear. The strength of material, fluid mechanics, all those things were very much interesting subject for me. And I learned the science in a quite satisfactory way. And I am capitalizing the same knowledge here in my profession. So this is my story about how I have achieved my turning point in my life, in my career, from failure to take the favorite subject, mathematics, and also becoming the breadwinner for my family and the dependent. So long live my mathematics, and thanks to my failure. Thank you.